hit my head and go, whoa. Are they naked? It's called I tested the world's. Oh my gosh, I said worlds. I tested the most deadly weapons in the Bible. Deadly weapon in the Bible. I'm guessing a whip? I don't know. Faster than the speed of freaking sound? Stop yapping before video.
Watch what happens to this watermelon. Oh, you got it!
Oh, is that a stone? Yo, Goliath. I can see why Goliath died. One shot. Holy crap.
How did a shepherd boy take down a giant?
Oh, I guessed it was Goliath. Yo, imagine it went through them armor. Bro, that would have been insane. The sling though, wounding that up like that is insane, brother. Wow. The amount of skill to accurately aim at something while doing that.
The Bible says that David defeated Goliath with a smooth stone, and he did it using a sling. So to prove that this story isn't just made up, I've asked my friend...
The fact that Goliath is like 11 foot tall probably is insane too. It's always unbelievable. Yeah, it's crazy.
Dash Rendar, who is a skilled expert in ancient weaponry, to help me.
Yeah, I feel like that whip would like knock my head, hit my head and go, whoa. Or knock me out instead.
Me, a complete beginner, sling a stone at a ballistic gel head. This is meant to replicate human flesh.
Yeah, bro, what an interesting skill to say you have. I can swing stones. You want to see me sling a stone? Watch how far I can sling my stone.
Muscle and the actual skeleton. And we're gonna test some other biblical weapons along the way.
Oh my god.
My goal is to land a fatal shot at this dummy, just like David did to Goliath. But there's only one problem. I'm actually terrible at slinging. Aww. The first time I
it very
tried to
fast,
sling
I'm pretty
was
sure.
in Israel at the Valley of Elah.
Israel?
The same exact valley where David fought Goliath. So
no way! No way! This does kind of look like battlefield material, I'm not gonna lie. Back in the olden days.
Naturally, when our tour guide asked the group who wanted to try to sling a rock here, I immediately volunteered. But then this happened.
Where'd it go?
It's right there. Holy, about to kill somebody, bro. Holy. Hey, that or a gunshot? What you taking? Non-fatal, but what you taking? Gotta be taking. I don't know, bro. The stone probably. Oh gosh, though. I feel like the stone would hit my face. If it hits anywhere else except my face, I'm good. Except my groin. Do not hit down there, okay? That would be bad.
All right. Well, the good news is that it is only up to go from there.
But what Dash doesn't know is that a couple days earlier, I started practicing on my own with tennis balls, but I couldn't even keep it in the sling. So I tried switching slings, one that was a little more similar to the kind that David might have used.
Like, how does that work? Do you let go of that little, do you hold it both together and let go that one at the perfect time and it flies it forward? They should have this as a sport. Okay, that'd be skill.
David's sling most likely would have looked something like this.
Holy skillful.
It was basically a thin rope with a leather pouch attached to the middle, which was where the stone was placed. As the sling spins, centripetal force keeps the stone moving in a tight circle. When the timing is right, the slinger
David's freaking quads are bigger than mine. Holy.
lets go of one cord.
And he's just a shepherd. Wow.
The pouch opens and the stone flies straight toward the target. Sounds simple enough, but after about 50 tries, I couldn't even hit this giant board.
Underhand.
How was I gonna hit my Goliath dummy head? So the tennis balls were pretty light, so I'm gonna try rocks.
I gotta do this
I'm
one day.
sure it's just the tennis ball's fault. But I was determined to hit at least something that day, no matter how long it took. Oof. Look at the dent.
Dented the table.
So
oh my god.
Right, so you see I already put a couple
not
dents
table, wood.
in this wood, but I still haven't hit the target, so let's go try again. Now, I had only been practicing with the sling for about an hour at this point.
Don't hit the camera.
But David would have trained with this weapon.
Holy
his whole
GoPro,
life.
$100
It
plus
was common
gone.
for shepherds in ancient times to use a sling to defend their flock from predators. Even today, in some parts of the Middle East, shepherd boys are trained to use a sling to protect their sheep. This is probably why, when David volunteered to fight Goliath, he told the king of Israel that he had already struck down a bear and a lion. All that time in the shepherd's field alone with his sheep must have given him a ton of time to practice, until he was ready for the giant. But I was still struggling pretty bad.
So
That's
close.
crazy. Didn't he?
Alright, so-
Didn't David also know how to play the harp? Yeah. That would look so cool for me to play that. Okay, not cool, but so nice.
We've been out here for a couple of hours, and as you can see, I've not made a whole lot of progress. The reason I set out to do this was because of my son.
This is my son, and this is a video of him with a tiny sling pretending to defeat cartoon Goliath because it's his favorite story of all time. The truth is, I was the first to volunteer to try slinging
Dagum spoiled it for me, bro. I actually should watch that movie.
Israel because I wanted to show my 3-year-old son a video of his dad slinging a stone just like his favorite person in the Bible.
And so that's the reason why I'm out here today, is because I want my son to see that the Bible is accurate, the Bible is true, and that his dad can hit
How far can you think? Oh my, I'm sorry.
a simple target with a stone and a sling.
And thankfully, after trying a few
How far do you think you can launch that stone and hit something and like kill it? 30 feet maybe? Even 40. Snipe a bird out the sky. Holy, early snipers.
more
Freak the bow and arrow. We got a sling and a stone.
50 tries,
Oh,
this
That's
happened.
straight glass.
woo!
Not glass, clay. Wow.
Did it!
That's expensive.
Oh my gosh! Look at that! Yes! Yes! Woo!
I'm not hitting that reaction. I'm hitting that. Yes! Yes! In that SpongeBob. After I'm done.
That only took 3 hours.
But the excitement of landing my first shot quickly faded when I reviewed the footage of my slinging with the pro slingers I saw online. Okay, you guys, I just reviewed the footage and realized that I was rotating the sling in the completely opposite
That's gonna hit my head.
direction. So that just means I'm gonna have to do a lot more practice if I'm gonna actually do any damage to our Goliath dummy. Wish me luck. I really thought that all hope was lost, even though I had already promised my son a video of his dad defeating Goliath, when suddenly I came across this guy on YouTube. He was slinging stones upwards of 100 miles per hour.
Wow.
And accurate too, even breaking concrete. He even trained
Concrete. 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 I'm cooked. I'm cooked. Oh my gosh. Is this a skill that you would actually use though? What muscles do you think this works? Gosh, when you chuck it like that. Demonstration. So when you chuck it like that, is it like working my lats? Working like my shoulder? What is that working? Holy, it's 10:30.
the actor who played David from the hit series House of David on Amazon Prime. So I sent him an email, and to my surprise, he only lived 4 hours from me and was down to teach me how to sling like David. And so, here we are today.
Wow.
This is called an executioner's sword. So this was used.
Bro, he looks like he would solo me so easily.
No, straight up. This was used specifically. There's no actual tip on it.
No way!
So it's actually used for executions, meant literally just to chop off a head. That's the sole function of it.
Wow.
I had like 6
Sorry. Freaking. Oh, gosh.
bones stacked up, and it went straight through. Like it was just
Like some fake bones.
no real. No.
Really?
Yeah. Cow bones.
Whew.
Is it that thick? Not that thick of a sword and that heavy. Sorry, it sounded weird.
I'm so happy to hear him say cow bones. We're gonna test out some of these weapons later, but first, I need to learn how to use a sling the right way. Not gonna lie,
He just has it in like a freaking crate. Oh my gosh.
I'm a bit nervous.
We only have today.
Yes,
For me to become an expert
For you
slinger
to
like
master.
David.
All right, very good. Okay, so what we're gonna be using today, this is a Balearic style, so there's actually not a pouch or a hammock in the back. It's just
Oh,
two
wow.
splits right there.
This Balearic sling actually got its name from the Balearic Islands, where the most deadly slingers lived. Ancient sources say they trained from childhood. Their parents would even make them knock down their bread with a sling before they could eat dinner. Balearic slingers carried 3 slings for 3 different distances: short,
Wow.
medium, and long. These island warriors
longer the
became
sling, the
so
farther it
famous
goes.
for their skill with a sling.
The longer the farther, the shorter the nearer. Wow. Did not know that. Honestly, kind of would think it's back. Oh, no. I would have thought it's backwards, maybe. Not really.
That the Roman Empire even hired them to help them fight in their military campaigns. Their job was to attack first before the opposing army could reach them with their swords. So it makes sense that this would have been David's choice weapon up against someone he didn't stand a chance against in close combat. The sling was definitely not
Roman Empire. Wow.
a kid's toy.
I'm looking this up. The Action Bible just has images of that stuff too. How long Roman Empire last? Wow. Been over 2,000 years? That's gone.
It was a deadly device, and I was about to find out just how deadly it could be.
All right, so we're gonna start just with the actual release and how it works. So the
Okay.
way you have it just down next to your side.
Should I
and we're
put a
just-
rock in there?
No,
or-
no, no,
Okay,
no.
okay, no.
We'll get there, we'll get there.
Dash went over some of the fundamentals with me, like how to rotate the sling in the right direction this time. And to my surprise, after some practice, I actually started slinging some stones with what felt like a good
It's kind of like me trying to throw a football bullet. Gotta put it under him like that. You gotta hit that like that. That's what I do anyway. But also, I still can't throw, even if I do that. It'd be like this.
amount of power.
Ooh,
There, that was good.
that one felt a
That
little
had
more
that-
powerful.
yeah.
Maybe not enough to defeat a giant, but
I'd be like, ow, the heck, man.
Now that I have at least some power behind my swing, I need better accuracy
Okay.
if I'm going to destroy Goliath. So we set up multiple clay pots, but even though I was slinging my rock faster, I couldn't quite hit the targets.
oh,
So while I try to hit these clay pots, Jonathan from the future is going to tell you about the sponsor of today's video.
Ooh. I gotta stop you right there, buddy. No. I'm not getting paid money for this.
oh, dude, that was sick.
Okay, I'm honestly getting worried.
You won't hit me with that, will you, dude? I could run away from him like this. Officer Earl freaking run. And he would like aim fire. Just chucks it at me 100 feet away, bro. Cooked.
Oh, dude, that was sick.
Okay, I'm honestly getting worried. At this point, I can't even hit a clay pot from 7 feet away.
All right, we got a watermelon here. See what kind of damage we can do to this
Alright.
guy. I think Goliath's head would have been about this size, maybe.
Yeah, probably a little bigger.
So I even have a smaller
About 2 of those,
target
2X.
than David had.
And these watermelons are our last targets before I face Goliath. I asked Dash to try to hit the first watermelon because I wanted to watch his form, and I thought it would look pretty cool in slow-mo.
Oh my
I wasn't
gosh. Oh. Yo, if that's taking out a watermelon that easy, ooh. What's it doing to a skull? And David hit him in the forehead. It said, and Goliath died instantly, or like fell instantly. And then David, I think he chopped his head off. Oh, it was so, gosh, bro. And then the entire army flees from him. That's crazy. How does a soldier like that even get born? Like that tall, like 11-foot tall, freaking buff too. Holy! I wonder how much Goliath could bench. Probably 1,000. Probably 1,000 pounds.
But now it was my turn.
I think you got this, man. Just repeatable movements. You're there.
All right, this is a stone right here. It's going through Goliath's watermelon head.
That was so close.
That almost
That
went
was
through.
close.
So close.
That was
But
close.
eventually, after a few more tries, this happened.
Oh!
Ooh!
Woo!
Heck yeah, man.
Yes,
well done,
dude.
Yes.
Oh my gosh, let's look at it. Look at the stone. Look at this stone.
That is skull piercing. And we got watermelon to eat. Hey, get a spoon. Get a spoon like I know this is a fork. Get a spoon sharp. I gotta do that one day.
It literally went into the watermelon skull. Anybody want some watermelon?
But even though I made contact with the watermelon, my speed was pretty low, which is why we didn't see any flying chunks like when Dash hit his. I was going to need a lot more speed for Goliath. But honestly, just the fact that I made
Wow.
contact at all with the target is making me feel like I'm finally ready to face my giant. But right before I was about to face Goliath, some of our cameras
Charles, there's just straw everywhere, bro. I just realized this reminds me of a freaking pumpkin patch field.
overheated and shut down.
All right, so it's pretty hot out here. We've been out here for a couple hours trying to hit these targets. You guys, this is a lot harder than it looks.
So while most of our cameras cool down, Dash is going to show me 4 main weapons that were absolutely terrifying to the armies of the Bible, starting with one of the most brutal weapons of all, the khopesh. These curved swords were primarily used by the Egyptians, and as you're about to see,
Oh, yeah, bro. And Sparta! No. But, gosh, I'm like, a curved sword, that's slit. That's cutting the throat easily. Like, I'm getting held like this. The sword. Like, wow.
are super deadly. You can actually go to Egypt today and see the khopesh all over the walls of their ancient temples. It's likely that the Egyptians were carrying these exact weapons when chasing Moses and the Israelites to the edge of the Red Sea in the Exodus.
That would have been crazy to watch that, bro. Holy, my fear of being deep underwater and I'm walking through the water. Oh my, and the Egyptian empire is behind us. Oh my gosh, terrifying.
Imagine being surrounded by angry Egyptians waving these human slicers around. No wonder they were afraid.
And so this is a slashing, slicing weapon. It's gonna chop through just about anything. So
Okay. All right.
up and down.
Oh, oh,
Easy.
I got it.
Yeah.
Oh! Yeah, this thing works.
I freaking ruined.
Yeah.
But now it was
Oh,
time for me
what
to
did I do?
try out
I
another
freaking ruined the watermelon. That gummy, bro.
ancient weapon I have absolutely no business using.
Whoa, look at that thing.
So you can launch big rocks. Ready?
Yeah.
What?
Whoa!
The
Oh,
staff
yeah.
sling is like the big brother
The
of the
staff
sling
sling.
and the little brother of the catapult. It was mainly used during biblical times to hurl larger stones over the fortified walls of ancient cities. Like when the Assyrians invaded King Hezekiah's kingdom, the Bible says that King Sennacherib of Assyria brought his army into the land of Judah and took the city of Lachish. Now, it's not certain that the Assyrians were using staff
Yeah, bro,
slings in this
history's
battle,
crazy,
but based
bro.
on the time period, it's definitely possible. However, we do know that regular
We gotta do more history acts, bro. That stuff's insane.
slings were used
Ain't teaching me Bible facts I didn't freaking know. Like, holy.
by the Assyrians to conquer the city of Lachish. This is because the king of Assyria constructed massive wall reliefs depicting
Are they naked? What the heck is that? They're hitting this. Woo!
his victory over Lachish at his palace in Nineveh, wall reliefs that have been discovered and preserved to this day at the British Museum. And guess who is depicted on the walls?
The British Museum. Are those? Holy.
Along with the cap-
They got the cow muscles down? Man, mind you, they carved this in the stone. You know how much skill probably is to carve a face into stone? Oh my gosh. And they got the hair type right.
along with the captives of war and Assyrian archers, Assyrian soldiers using slings, Archaeologists even found rounded sling stones the size of a human fist at the remains of this ancient city. One of the hardest parts of slinging is
Whoa,
that
is that snake
at the
skin?
remains of this ancient city.
I thought that was snakeskin, my goofball self. But look, it's just wool. Also kind of looks like AI generated. Like whatever this upscale thing is on.
One of the hardest parts of slinging is that every time you pick up a new stone, you have to adjust to its weight and shape. This makes it really hard to be accurate, which is why the armies of the
The fact that he's not hitting the camera is insane.
ancient world would provide their warrior slingers with artificially rounded stones like these. But if you just wanted to cause chaos, the staff sling was the way to go.
There you go.
Oh!
But can I use a staff sling
Bounces back and hits him in the face. Oh! Cooked.
to hurl a big stone like the ancients?
Okay, ready?
Ready.
I don't know why I'm nervous.
It makes me nervous. Yeah.
Well, if
okay.
you're nervous.
Whoa, whoa, you're good. You're good.
Yo, the fact that he ran was so relatable. I'm running immediately.
That was so terrifying, dude. All right, I'll leave that one to you.
Okay, my camera guy just told me that the cameras are almost cooled down, which is perfect because
Go back,
camera
I
guy
just
just
realized
told me
something.
that the cameras are almost
All right.
Who is this guy? Okay.
I'll leave that one to you.
okay. My
You do not want to get hit by one of these. Oof. So this is mostly an Egyptian weapon.
Yes. I mean, it was used by, no, it very much a Philistine as well. That was like prevalent of the time. The idea of a mace had been around for a long time.
This is one of the weapons that the Canaanites could have been using against Joshua and his army as they entered the Promised Land. In the Bible, God even
Crazy.
calls Babylon his battle axe, his choice weapon for punishing the nations. This Hebrew word literally means a weapon used for smashing. And based on what you're about to see, I think God had a star mace in mind for his analogy.
Okay, ready?
Wow.
Ready.
Oh
Yeah.
my gosh. I did not think that this was gonna have that much power.
Yeah.
Now Dash just has one final weapon to show me
Freaking spear that is thin like crap. Thin like my freaking fork. And sharp like a freaking kitchen knife while washing dishes.
before it's time for me to face Goliath. And it's one of the weapons that Goliath himself was armed with when David walked out on the battlefield, the spear.
So if you just have a spear, let's say David was that far, you could easily just throw a spear
wow.
just as far.
Oh my gosh. Hey, that's some Legend of Zelda Breath of the Wild stuff right there. Your spear broke.
Right?
Yeah.
It's not hard. That's going to be an easy throw.
The spear that Dash just threw has a spearhead that probably weighs about 2 pounds, which was the average size of a spearhead in David's time. But the Bible says that Goliath's spearhead weighed 14 pounds. That's 7 times more heavy than the average. And since Goliath was a 9-foot giant, I have
Oh,
no
9
doubt
foot. Wow.
he could throw that thing hard. It's true that a sling can do some damage, but compared to Goliath, who was a seasoned warrior covered in bronze armor, David really didn't stand a chance.
Woo! Oh!
If you had a
Bad guy.
large shield, right? Like it's literally like, oh, it's going to bounce
Holy tan line. Oh my gosh, it's that hot? I see this and I'm like, whoa.
off most likely.
Right.
So you have one little opening and one shot to make it happen. I do feel like there was a huge factor of the miraculous in that to thread that needle.
But even though it was seemingly impossible for David to defeat Goliath, he still had the courage to trust God and go to the battle anyway.
Yeah, he did. He also had the Triforce of Courage too. Wow.
He didn't just talk about his faith in God, he demonstrated it. And that's the kind of man I'm praying my son will become one day.
So that's what I hope to do for my kids, is not tell them, because words don't mean much. I want to show them what it is to be a good man, to be kind, patient, and loving.
And that's exactly the kind of teacher Dash was for me. From the moment we met, he had been encouraging me every step of the way.
Nice, man. You're getting good at that.
He even asked if we could pray before we got started. But now it's time to see if his teaching was enough. Everything I've learned now comes down to this: Can I defeat Goliath?
What is this? Oh my gosh, this AI thing is so hilarious. I will. Oh my gosh. Sora? Sora? Sad that it no longer like exists actually. Shutting down, or it shut down already. It's crazy. It's not freaking Goliath. You think Goliath actually looked like that? Freaking dying from the heat first before he even goes into battle. Holy. The AI, the AI is so hilarious. He was praying to put this in the video.
Here we go. Oh.
Not even close. If I was David, that would have
15 stones later. Hey, I'd be at 500, okay? This guy's doing better than I would.
been it for me. But even though I do have
I'd scare I hit the stone in my head. You know.
some more tries,
Better. That was better.
I don't have too many more because the ballistic gel on the Goliath dummy head is starting to melt under the hot sun. And so am I. It's actually a full body effort to sling these rocks, and I'm really getting exhausted.
Yo, it grazed past the camera. Bro, are we grazed past the camera? Holy. Let's not risk our investment in the GoPro.
You're right. It came. Okay, so you
Did
see.
it fall out?
My slinging is only getting worse. And honestly, I'm worried that all my training has been for nothing.
Oh!
Oh, that was close. Yeah, I would take forever, bro. From dawn till dusk.
That was like so close.
I'm scared that's gonna hit the cameraman. The back right here. They'll swing it and they'll just like, it'll fly backwards. Am I wrong to say that?
Yes!
Wow. His face took the blunt of it too.
Atta kid.
Oh, eye gone.
Let's see what it did.
Square in the face.
Oh,
Give me a patch eye already.
oh man.
There you go.
Come over here. Take a look at this. Ooh. So it definitely took a chunk off.
Yeah, so right there, that's the orbital bone, right? So that's that bone right here. So it fractured the orbital bone.
Oof.
It went back into here. And so, I mean, it's probably gonna fracture, yeah, see, it went all the way back almost to the ear.
Oh my gosh.
And so that's gonna be basically, at that point, right, you talk about the story about how
Is it my ring doorbell?
Oh my gosh.
And so that's gonna be inoperable.
Why is that
injury,
there?
Right, because you have tons of
You're-
little,
you're
you
done
have
after
lots
that.
of little chunks and powder. So if you're inside here like this, these are gonna be
Ooh.
basically fragment off. And so if it hits in that spot, like,
Oh, Goliath got it bad. Oh!
you don't really recover from that.
Just like that, I had landed a fatal wound to our Goliath dummy. But before we left, Dash had a swing at our test dummy too,
Oh!
and delivered a very similar wound.
Oh, right in the forehead. Oh, the side of the forehead. Holy.
It skinned him.
Yeah, but it broke his skull.
What?
Like, it just was enough to dig in there and break it off on the side.
You're the
proud of
man.
you. I'm proud of you.
After today, I have no doubt that the story of David and Goliath is 100% accurate. Now,
Just a random stone lying on the ground, bro. Holy. The amount of dangerous stuff people did.
there's only one more
People
thing
be making crazy weapons to kill themselves. Kill each other with. Sorry.
to do.
Yeah, little Timmy, look inside his head now. That's what will happen. That's what will happen, okay? Now you see how Goliath died. Sorry. Okay, that was sweet. I feel bad. I feel bad for putting that joke. Ear to ear. I'm subbing, bro. That was a good video. Amazing. Freaking about to hit 11 o'clock. Let me hit that emote. See ya.